The sky over Germany is gray. It is September 1944, late September, the 23rd, or the 24th. Time has lost meaning after 3 months of constant missions, of constant fear, of constant death. The war is almost over, but no one knows it yet. Not the generals planning, not the politicians negotiating, not the pilots flying, not the soldiers dying, not the civilians burning. The war grinds on, brutal, relentless, mechanical, killing with the efficiency of industry, the efficiency of assembly lines. Bodies in, bodies out. Nothing wasted except lives, except futures, except hope. The altitude is 18,000 feet, 5,500 meters. High enough to see forever. High enough to see the curvature of the earth. High enough to see 3 countries at once. Germany, France, Belgium, all burning, all dying, all paying for this war. This terrible, stupid, endless war. High enough to feel alone, completely alone, even in formation, even surrounded by brothers, even with 11 other planes visible. Alone, because when death comes at 18,000 feet, when your plane catches fire, when your wing burns off, when gravity takes you, you face it alone, always alone, forever alone. The air is thin, so thin breathing requires effort, requires concentration, requires the oxygen mask strapped tight to your face. Hissing, flowing, life-giving. Without it, you pass out. 90 seconds, maybe less. Then you die. Simple, efficient, quiet. The cold is beyond description. Minus 30 degrees Celsius. Minus 22 Fahrenheit. Cold enough to freeze saliva before it leaves your mouth. Cold enough to turn breath to ice crystals inside the oxygen mask. Cold enough to frost the inside of the canopy, despite the heating system, despite the sun, despite everything. The cold seeps through the flight suit, through the leather jacket, through the wool layers, through skin, straight to bone, to blood, to marrow. It makes fingers numb even in heated gloves, makes toes disappear even in fur-lined boots, makes every movement sluggish, every thought slow, every decision harder. The cold is an enemy as deadly as any German fighter, as deadly as any flak burst, as deadly as any mechanical failure. It kills slowly, silently, inevitably, if the war does not kill you first, if luck does not run out first, if today is not the day. The sky is empty up here. No birds. They know better. They stay low, stay warm, stay alive. Few clouds. Just scattered cumulus, white puffs against gray-blue, beautiful, peaceful, lying, just endless gray-blue stretching to horizons in every direction, north to the North Sea, south to the Alps, east of Berlin, west of Paris, all visible from here, all reduced to maps, to grids, to targets, to abstractions. It is easier to kill abstractions, easier to bomb cities you cannot see, cannot hear, cannot smell. Up here is clean, antiseptic, surgical. Down there it is hell, fire, screaming, death. But up here you do not see that. Do not think about that. Cannot think about that. Or you break, or you quit, or you die. So you do not think. Just fly, just fight, just survive. One more day, one more mission, one more hour, and contrails. Always contrails, white streaks marking where planes have passed, where engines have burned, where men have flown, where some have died. The contrails linger. Minutes, hours, sometimes days of conditions are right. They mark the sky like scars, like wounds, like memories that will not fade. They show where you have been, where you are going, where you might die. The Germans see them too. Use them, hunt them, follow them to kill. The sound is of engines. Twin Allison V, 1710 liquid-cooled V, 12 engines, 1,200 horsepower each, 2,400 total. Supercharged, turbocharged, powerful, temperamental, deadly when they fail, and they fail often, too often, especially over Europe, especially in winter, especially when pushed, when overboosted, when demanded to give more than they were designed to give, which is always, which is every mission, which is how you survive. Push the engines, push the plane, push yourself until something breaks. Hopefully not you, hopefully not today. The engines roar, a deep, throaty, powerful sound, comforting, reassuring, life-giving, as long as they run, as long as they do not cough, do not sputter, do not stop. The moment they stop, the moment silence comes, you die. Maybe not immediately. Maybe you glide. Maybe you bail out. Maybe you survive. But probably not. Probably you die. So you listen, always listen, to every sound, every vibration, every change in pitch, every irregularity, because the engines tell you. They warn you. If you listen, if you pay attention, if you are smart, and lucky, always lucky. Second Lieutenant James Kunkel flies his P-38 Lightning in formation. Tail end Charlie. Last position. The most junior position. The most dangerous position. The position no one wants. The position everyone has to serve. Like hazing. Like initiation. Like paying dues. You fly tail end Charlie until you survive long enough to move up, to take a better position. A safer position. If you survive. Most do not. Most die at tail end Charlie. Their names added to lists. Their bunks emptied. Their belongings shipped home. Their memories fading. Until only photographs remain. Only letters. Only ghosts. Tail end Charlie is a position that watches everyone's back. The one who scans constantly. The one who sees threats first. The one who calls out bandits. The one who warns. The one who saves. The one who dies first if anyone does. The one who pays the price so others might live, might survive, might go home. That is the job. That is the duty. That is the burden. And James Kunkel accepts it because he is 20 years old, because he believes, because he still has hope. Stupid hope, impossible hope, necessary hope. He is from Pennsylvania. Small town, Centralia. Population less than 3,000. Coal country, hard country, poor country, honest country. His father worked the mines. 30 years underground, in darkness, in danger, in coal, dust that filled his lungs. That killed him slowly. Black lung, miner's disease. He died when James was 16. Coughing blood, gasping for air, drowning on dry land. His grandfather worked the mines too. 40 years. Died the same way. Same disease. Same death. Same waste. James was supposed to work the mines. Expected to work the mines. That was the future. The only future. The inevitable future. Dark. Underground. Dying. Then Pearl Harbor happened. December 7th, 1941. James was 18. Just graduated high school. About to start in the mines, about to accept his fate. Then the Japanese attacked. Then the war came. Then everything changed. James enlisted December 8th. The day after, the first day recruitment opened. He stood in line for 6 hours. In snow, in cold, with hundreds of other boys, other patriots, other fools. He enlisted in the Army Air Corps. To fly, to escape the mines. To escape the darkness, to escape the future, to trade one death for another, underground for aerial, slow for fast, black lung for fire, but also to serve, to fight, to matter, to prove something, to himself, to his father's memory, to the world. He wanted to be more than a miner, more than a number, more than a statistic. He wanted to matter, stupid, naive, young, but also true, also noble, also human. Flight school took 2 years. Primary, basic, advanced, navigation, gunnery, formation, instruments, everything. He learned to fly, to fight, to kill. He was good, natural, instinctive, top of his class. Graduated second lieutenant, fighter pilot, 38 Lightning pilot, the Fork-tailed Devil, the plane with 2 engines, 2 booms, 2 chances. He trained stateside, Arizona, California, Texas, 6 more months, then shipped out, June 1944, to England, to war, to death. Maybe he has been in Europe since June. For months, 42 missions, more than most, fewer than veterans. He has seen friends die, many friends, boys he trained with, boys he laughed with, boys he promised to have a beer with after, all dead, shot down, burned, exploded, disappeared, gone. He has nightmares. Every night, their faces, their screams, their deaths. He wakes sweating, shaking, crying, but he flies anyway, because that is the job, because someone has to, because stopping means they died for nothing. He has 7 confirmed kills, 7 German fighters destroyed, 7 pilots killed, 7 families mourning, 7 mothers weeping. He does not think about them, cannot think about them. They were the enemy. That is enough, has to be enough, must be enough, or he breaks. He is working toward ace. 5 kills makes you ace. He has 7. He is ace plus 2. But it does not feel like accomplishment, does not feel like victory, just feels like survival, like luck, like borrowed time, because he knows. Everyone knows. The more missions you fly, the more enemies you kill, the closer you get to your own death. It is just math, just probability, just statistics. Fly enough missions, die. It is not if, it is when. The formation is 12P 38 Lightnings, the 38th Fighter Squadron, the Flying Angels, named for their squadron insignia, a winged angel with sword. Beautiful, ironic, angels of death maybe, angels of vengeance, angels bringing fire, not salvation, not peace, just war, just killing, just necessary evil. 12 planes, 12 pilots, 24 engines, 48 machine guns, 12 20mm cannons. Enough firepower to destroy a city, or try to. Enough firepower to kill hundreds, have killed hundreds, will kill more, today, tomorrow, until the war ends, or they die, whichever comes first. The mission today is armed reconnaissance, hunting, stalking, killing. They are to patrol the Rhine, look for German supply lines, roads, railways, convoys, anything moving, anything supporting the Wehrmacht, anything that can be destroyed. Found anything, destroyed it. Trains, trucks, staff cars, even horse-drawn wagons. Everything is a target. Everything is the enemy. Everything must die. That is total war. That is modern war. That is what they do, what they are ordered to do, what they must do to win, to survive, to go home. Maybe the mission has been going for 2 hours. They flew east, crossed the Rhine, penetrated German airspace, found targets, strafed them, destroyed them, trains burning, trucks exploding, soldiers dying. Then they turned back. Mission accomplished. Time to go home. Time to land. Time to survive another day. Another mission. Another chance. Fuel is running low. 40 minutes left. Maybe less. Depends on throttle settings. Depends on winds. Depends on fights. Depends on luck. Ammunition is mostly expended. Strafing runs used it. Each plane fired hundreds of rounds, maybe thousands, into trains, into trucks, into people. Killing. Always killing. Now they have maybe 20% left. Enough for one fight, one quick engagement, one chance. Then nothing. Then running. Then hoping. Then praying. The formation flies west, toward friendly lines, toward safety, toward England, toward home, toward survival. Routine. Professional. Hopeful. The flight leader is Captain Robert Hayes, 27 years old, 3 tours, 78 missions, 21 confirmed kills, triple ace, veteran, survivor, lucky, very lucky, impossibly lucky. He leads from the front, number 1 position. His voice crackles on radio, says all aircraft, stay alert. We are still over enemy territory. Scan for bandits. Maintain formation. We are almost home. The pilots acknowledge. Roger. Wilco. Understood. They scan. Eyes moving. Left. Right. Up. Down. Behind. Always behind. That is where death comes from. That is where Germans attack. From behind. From above. From the sun. From the blind spot. Where you cannot see. Cannot react. Cannot survive. Then James sees them. Below. 10 o'clock low. Far below. Maybe 8,000 feet. Maybe 10. Hard to judge distance. Hard to judge altitude. Everything looks small from up here. Everything looks harmless. Peaceful. Lying. German fighters. Many German fighters. He counts. 15. 20. 25. Hard to tell. They are in gaggle. Loose formation. Climbing. Positioning. Setting up. Ambush. Perfect ambush. They are below the American formation, invisible from most angles. They have sun behind them, blinding, concealing. They are climbing to attack altitude, to pounce, to kill. Minutes away, maybe less. Perfect position, perfect tactics, perfect death. For the Americans, for James's squadron, for his friends, for his brothers, unless they are warned, unless someone sees, unless someone acts. James keys his radio, tries to call, tries to warn, says lead, this is tail end Charlie. Bandits 10 o'clock low, estimate 25, climbing to engage. Static, just hissing, white noise. He tries again, louder, more urgent. Lead, bandits, 10 o'clock low, many bandits. Break left, nothing, no response, no acknowledgement. No reaction. The radio is dead, or malfunctioning, or wrong frequency, or interference. Does not matter. They cannot hear, cannot know, cannot prepare, cannot survive. James is seconds, maybe 10, maybe less. The Germans are almost in position, almost ready, almost killing. He makes decision, the hardest decision, the most important decision. The decision that will define him forever. He breaks formation. Hard left. Hard dive. Away from safety. Away from brothers. Away from survival. Toward danger. Toward enemies. Toward certain death. 1 versus 25. Suicidal odds. Impossible odds. Necessary odds. He will engage. He will draw their attention. He will give his squadron time. Time to see. Time to react, time to prepare, time to fight, time to survive, even if he dies, especially if he dies. That is the math. That is the mission. That is the sacrifice. 1 life for 11. Acceptable, necessary, honorable, noble, stupid, brave. All of it, everything. He does not hesitate, does not think, does not question, just acts, just dives. Just commits to death, to duty, to brotherhood, to everything that matters. He dives, full throttle, both throttles forward, to the firewall, maximum power, emergency power. The engines roar, scream, protest, give everything. The twin Allisons unleash 2,400 horses, raw power, raw speed, raw violence. The P-38 accelerates. Fast. Faster. The airframe shakes. Rattles. Screams. Protesting. The controls stiffen. Air pressure. Speed. Physics. James fights them. Muscles straining. Tendons standing out. Sweat despite cold. Speed builds. 300 knots. 320. 350. 370. Faster than recommended. Faster than safe. But necessary. Must close fast. Must engage now. Must save them. The Germans see him. Of course they see him. 1 P-38. Alone. Diving. Attacking. Insane. They react. Some break. Turning to engage. Fresh target. Easy kill. American fool. Others continue. Toward main formation. Split tactics. Kill the lone fighter. Kill the formation. Kill everyone. Win everything. Sound tactics. Professional tactics. Deadly tactics. James picks his target. The lead German. FW-190. Radial engine. Distinctive. Beautiful plane. Fast. Agile. Deadly. Flown by veteran. Probably. Maybe ace. Maybe his killer. James does not care. Lines up. The gun sight glows. Orange circle. Pipper in center. Leads the target. Accounts for closure. For deflection. For death. He fires. Short burst. 1 second. Controlled. Professional. The P-38 shutters. Recoil. For 50 caliber Brownings. 1 20mm cannon. All firing. All hitting. Tracers reach out. Red streaks. Beautiful. Deadly. They converge. Hit the FW-190. Engine. Cowling. Prop. The German plane smokes. Black. Thick. Oil. Coolant. Engine damage. Not destroyed, but hurt. The pilot pulls away. Out of fight. 1 down. 24 remain. The P-38 formation sees. Finally, sees James. Sees the dive. Sees the Germans. Sees the threat. Sees death approaching. Captain Hayes shouts. His voice urgent. Panicked. Professional. Break. All aircraft break. Engage. Scatter. The formation explodes. 12 planes. 12 directions. No formation. Just survival. Just instinct. Just reaction. The dogfight begins. Chaos. Beautiful chaos. Deadly chaos. Necessary chaos. Germans and Americans mixing. Turning. Diving. Climbing. Firing. Dying. Smoke trails. Parachutes. Falling debris. Explosions. War at altitude. Hell and heaven. James saved them. Gave them warning. Gave them chance. Gave them life. Now he pays. 6 Germans turn on him. Focused. Coordinated. Professional. Veterans. They see the lone P-38. Separated. Exposed. Vulnerable. Easy kill. They attack. From multiple directions. High. Low. Left. Right. Front. Behind. Surrounding. Overwhelming. Crushing. James maneuvers. Hard. The P-38 is not a dogfighter. Not built for it. Cannot turn like FW-190. Cannot climb like BF-109. Too heavy. Too big. Too much. But it has advantages. Speed. Firepower. Toughness. Twin engines. He uses them. Use of speed. Dives. Accelerates. Zooms. Boom and zoom tactics. Classic. Effective. Necessary. He fires at a BF-109 turning in. Head-on pass. Closing speed 600 knots. Insane. Effective. The BF-109 pilot hesitates. Blinks. Brakes. James does not. Fires. Hits. The BF-109 smokes. Pieces fly off. Cowling. Canopy. Wing panel. The plane spins. Out of control. Pilot bails. Parachute deploys. White. Blossoming. Beautiful. Alive. For now. 2 down. 23 remain. 5 on James. They attack. Coordinated. 1 high. 1 low. 2 from sides. 1 behind. Classic. Deadly. No escape. James banks. Hard right. The P-38 protests. Buffets. Near stall. Warning horn blaring. He ignores it. Completes turn. Guns tracking. Finds target. FW-190 from left. Fires. Short burst. Hits. Wing route. Fuel tank. The FW-190 explodes. Massive fireball. Orange. Black. Beautiful. Terrible. Pilot vaporized. No parachute. No chance. No time. Dead. 3 down. 22 remain. Franz James. But one is behind him. 6 o'clock. Perfect position. Perfect kill position. Guns ranging. Pilot grinning. Probably. Anticipating kill. Anticipating credit. Anticipating brag. He fires. 20mm cannons. Explosive shells. Deadly. They walk up James's plane. From tail. To fuselage. To left boom. To wing. Impact. 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 Shells exploding. Metal tearing. Systems failing. Fuel spraying. Hydraulic fluid leaking. The plane shudders. Shakes. Screams. Wounded. Dying. And the left engine. Hit. Direct hit. Cannon shell. Through engine block. Through cylinders. Through everything. The engine detonates. Explosion. Fire. Smoke. Orange flames. Black smoke. The entire left engine bay is gone. Just fire. Just smoke. Just death. Alarm scream. Engine fire. Engine failure. Oil pressure 0. Temperature maximum. RPM 0. Dead. The engine is dead. Destroyed. Gone. But worse. Much worse. The fuel tank. In the wing. Behind the engine. Self-sealing. Supposed to seal. Supposed to prevent fire. Supposed to save lives. But it is not sealing. Damage too great. Too many holes. Too much fuel spraying. It ignites. The fuel. Aviation gasoline. 100 octane. High volatility. Explosive. It ignites from the engine fire. From the heat. From everything. Instant inferno. The entire left wing catches fire. Root to tip. Top to bottom. Inside and out. Burning. Melting. Dying. Flames stream back. 2 feet. 4 feet. 6 feet. 8 feet. Like a blowtorch. Like a cutting torch. Like hell itself. The wing is dying. The structural aluminum melts. Softens. Weakens. The ribs glow. Red. Orange. White hot. The skin blackens. Cracks. Peels. Underneath the structure shows. Stringers. Spars. Ribs. All glowing. All failing. All seconds from catastrophic failure. When the spar breaks. When the wing folds. When everything ends. James will spin. Uncontrollable. Fatal. Into ground. Into death. Into nothing. He should bail out. Every instinct screams it. Every training iteration taught it. Every manual demands it. Fire in flight. Bail out. Immediately. No hesitation. No debate. No choice. Fire spreads. Fast. Faster than you think. Faster than you can react. Pilots of seconds. Maybe less. Before fire reaches cockpit. Before controls fail. Before they cannot open canopy. Cannot escape. Cannot survive. They burn. In cockpit. Strapped in. Conscious. Screaming. Until smoke suffocates. Until fire consumes. Until death ends. Horrible death. Worse death. Pilot's death. James knows this. Has seen this. Friends burned. Screaming. Over radio. While he listened. Helpless. Unable to save. Unable to help. Just listen. To death. To agony. To end. He will not burn like that. Cannot burn like that. Must not burn like that. He will bail. Now. Immediately. He reaches for the canopy release. Pulls. The canopy slides back. Wind roars in. Freezing. Violent. 350 knots. Like hurricane. Like tornado. He unbuckles. Releases harness. Prepares to jump. To roll. To fall. To parachute. To survive. Maybe. Then he sees it. Below. 3,000 feet below. American formation. His squadron. His friends. And Germans. Still attacking. Still killing. 1 P-38 is hit. Smoking. Diving. Out of control. Pilot trying to recover. Trying to save it. Trying to survive. Lieutenant Davidson. 21 years old. From Texas. Good kid. Good pilot. Good friend. He will die. The Germans will finish him. One FW-190. Lining up, perfect shot, perfect kill. Davidson does not see. Two focus on recovery, on survival, on hope. The FW-190 closes. Fires. Will hit. Will kill. Will end. Unless James stays. Unless James fights. Unless James saves. One more time. One more kill. One more sacrifice. James makes second decision. Worse than first. More insane than first. More deadly than first. He will not bail. He will fight. One more time. One burning wing. One dead engine. One chance. He will save Davidson. Or die trying. Probably die trying. Almost certainly die trying. But try anyway. Because that is what you do. That is who you are. That is brotherhood. That is honor. That is duty. That is everything that matters. More than life. More than survival. More than going home. Brotherhood. Forever. He pulls the canopy closed. Slides it forward. Locks it. The wind stops. The cockpit quiets. Except alarms. Still screaming. Still warning. Still demanding he bail out. He ignores them. Focuses. One engine. One wing. One burning hell. Can he fight? Can he save? Can he survive? Unknown. Irrelevant. Attempt anyway. That is enough. The left engine is dead. Feathered. Prop stopped. Reduces drag. Standard procedure. The right engine runs. Good. Strong. 1,200 horsepower. Not enough. Not nearly enough. But something. It has to be enough. It will be enough. He will make it enough. The burning. Worse. Much worse. The flames extend 10 feet now. 12 feet. The entire left boom is engulfed. The tail. The horizontal stabilizer. All burning. All melting. The heat is unbearable. Even in cockpit. Even separated by metal. Even protected by systems. The heat radiates. Through canopy. Through fuselage. Through air. His left side burns. The side facing fire. Through flight suit. Through layers. Through skin. Blisters form. Skin reddens. Pain. Terrible pain. Unbearable pain. The smell. Burning aluminum. Burning fuel. Burning rubber. Burning paint. Burning everything. Acrid. Choking. Sickening. He breathes through oxygen mask. But smoke seeps in. Through seals. Through cracks. Through everywhere. He coughs. Chokes. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot think. Just pain. Just smoke. Just fire. Just death. Approaching. Inevitable. Second away. But not yet. Not while Davidson lives. Not while one German remains. Not while he can still fight. Still fly. Still save. He turns. The right turn. Away from fire. Using good engine. The P-38 responds. Sluggish. Heavy. Asymmetric. One engine pulling. One dead weight. The plane wants to yaw. To spin. To die. James fights. Right rudder. Full right rudder. Trim. Compensates. The plane turns. Slowly. Painfully. But turns. He finds Davidson. Below. Ahead. The FW-190 behind him. Closing. Seconds from killing. James dives. What little altitude remains. Trading height for speed. For closure. For chance. The P-38 accelerates. 250 knots. 270. Gravity helps. But burning makes worse. The flames stream horizontal now. 20 feet back. The entire left side is torch. The wing is failing. Visibly failing. The front spar cracks. Audible. Even over engines. Even over wind. Even over alarms. Crack. Snap. Breaking. The wing folds. Up. 10 degrees. 15. The plane rolls. Left. Inverted. Uncontrollable. James fights. Aileron. Right aileron. Full deflection. The plane levels. Barely. Temporarily. The wing will fail completely. Seconds, maybe less. One chance, one shot, one save, then death. He accepts, lines up, the FW-190, focused on Davidson. Tunnel vision, fatal error, does not see James, does not see the burning P-38 diving, does not see death approaching, until too late. James is close, 100 yards, 50, point blank, cannot miss, will not miss, must not miss. He fires. Everything, all remaining ammunition, all 100 rounds per gun, 400 rounds, all 2 seconds worth. Everything left, everything possible, everything necessary. The guns roar, the cannon thunders, the plane shakes. Recoil, massive, the P-38 slows, staggers, but bullets fly, converge, hit. The FW-190 disintegrates, not explodes, not catches fire, disintegrates. Wings fold, fuselage breaks, engine tears free. Pilot never knew, never saw, never had chance. Dead. 3 kills today. Enough, more than enough. Mission complete, duty fulfilled, brotherhood honored. Davidson saved. The left wing fails. Completely, finally, catastrophically. The front spar breaks. Fully, the wing folds. Up, 45 degrees. 60, 90, vertical. The plane rolls. Inverted, spins, uncontrollable. Physics, aerodynamics. Death. James is thrown against straps, against canopy. Blood. His head hits. Hard. Vision tunnels. Grays. Blacks. Consciousness fades. But training remains. Muscle memory. Instinct. Survival. He reaches. Blind. Cannot see. Cannot think. Just act. Canopy release. Finds it. Pulls. Nothing. Jammed. Impact. Damage. Heat. Expansion. Will not open. Will not release. Trapped. He pulls harder. Both hands. All strength. All desperation. All will to live. The canopy moves. Inch. Opens. He pushes. Squeezes through. Gap. Small. Tight. Into slipstream. Into chaos. Into air. The wind tears at him. 300 knots. Violent. He tumbles. Spins. Cannot control. Cannot orient. Just fall. Just pray. He reaches. Ripcord. Finds it. Pulls. Hard. The parachute deploys. Pilot chute. Drag. Then main. Snap. Jolt. Violent deceleration. Pain. But slowing. Floating. Falling gently. Alive. Impossibly. Miraculously. Stupidly. Alive. He looks up. Parachute. White. Beautiful. Perfect. He looks down. Ground. Close. Too close. 1,000 feet. Maybe less. He fell far before pulling. Too far. Almost too late. Lucky. Always lucky. He looks for his plane. Sees it. Falling. Burning. Spinning. It hits. Explosion. Fireball. Black smoke. Gone. His plane. His lucky lady. His life. Destroyed. But he survived. 3 kills. Davidson saved. Squadron warned. Mission complete. Price paid. All that matters. He lands. Hard. German farm field. Plowed. Soft earth. But impact still hard. Violent. He rolls. Military training. Disperses force. Prevents injury. Mostly. His left side screams. Burns. Blisters. 2nd degree. Maybe 3rd. Painful. Debilitating. But not fatal. Not immediately. He stands. Checks himself. Burns. Face. Neck. Left arm. Left side. Painful. Severe. But mobile. Functional. Survivable. He looks around. Germany. Enemy territory. Alone. Wounded. Unarmed. His sidearm. Lost. Somewhere. In spin. In bailout. in fall. Gone. He is defenseless, vulnerable. Pray. He needs to move, find shelter, find help, find allies, evade, survive, escape. Maybe he starts walking west, toward lines, toward safety, toward hope. He walks for 2 hours. Pain every step, burns pulling, blistering, oozing, but walking, surviving, enduring. He hides when he hears vehicles. Germans, searching, probably, for him, for down pilots, for prisoners, for kills. He avoids roads, avoids villages, avoids people, avoids death, just walks. West, always west, toward freedom, toward home, toward life. Then he hears them. Engines, aircraft engines. American. He knows the sound. Twin Allisons, P-38s. His squadron, looking, searching. Brothers. He runs into clearing, into open, into visibility. He waves, both arms, ignoring agony, ignoring burns, ignoring everything. See me, please see me. They circle, lower, waggling wings. They see, they mark, they radio. Rescue will come. He waits. Hope, relief, gratitude. 30 minutes. Then sound. Jeep, American Jeep, olive drab, White Star, GIs, friendly, brothers. They stop, jump out, see him, see Burns. One says, Jesus, Lieutenant. You okay? James nods, cannot speak, throat raw, smoke damage. They help him, gentle, careful, into Jeep, give water. He drinks, coughs, drinks more. They ask what happened. He croaks, wing burned, still fought. Got 3, save my guys. They stare, disbelief, respect, awe. Say 3, with burning wing. He nods, says had to save them. They understand. Drive him, aid station, field hospital, medics, safety, survival. Treatment begins. Burns cleaned, debrided, bandaged, morphine, bless morphine. Pain fades, consciousness fades. Sleep, finally sleep. First in days, first in months, first since forever. Deep, dreamless, peaceful, earned. 2 weeks later, James is in hospital. England, base hospital. Burns healing, slowly, painfully, but healing. 2nd degree mostly, some 3rd. Left side, face, arm scarred, permanently, but functional, alive, lucky. His squadron visits. All 12, all survived, because of him, because of warning, because of sacrifice. They gather, around bed, quiet, respectful, grateful. Captain Hayes speaks, voice thick, emotional, says Kunkel, you broke formation, attacked alone, flew with burning wing, saved Davidson, saved all of us. You should be dead. James says, almost with Sir. Hayes says, but you are not. You survived, against everything, against probability, against physics, against God. You survived, and saved us. I am recommending you for Distinguished Service Cross, maybe Medal of Honor. You earned it. James shakes head, says, not necessary, sir. Just did my job. Hayes says your job was stay in formation. Survive. Go home. You did opposite. Attacked alone. Flew burning plane. Nearly died. That is not job. That is heroism. James does not argue. Too tired. Too grateful. Too alive. The medal comes. Distinguished Service Cross. 2nd highest. Ceremony. Generals. Photographers. Words. Speech. He stands. Embarrassed. Grateful. Scarred. Left side bandaged. Visible. Permanent reminder. Of day. Of choice. Of sacrifice. The citation reads, for extraordinary heroism in connection with military operations against an armed enemy, while serving as pilot of AP-13 F-38 aircraft. Lieutenant Kunkel attacked superior enemy force to warn his squadron. When his aircraft was hit and wing caught fire, he refused to bail out, continued fighting, destroyed 3 enemy aircraft, saved friendly aircraft, completed mission despite burning wing and imminent structural failure, only bailed out after mission complete. His extraordinary heroism and devotion to duty reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Army Air Forces. They pin the medal. He salutes. They salute back. Honor, respect, brotherhood, forever. War ends. May 1945. James survives. 78 missions. 14 kills. Distinguished Service Cross. Air Medal with clusters. Purple Heart. He goes home. Pennsylvania. Centralia. Coal country. His town. His people. They welcome him. Hero. Survivor. One of theirs. He tries to work mines. Like father. Like grandfather. Like expected. But cannot. Cannot go underground. Cannot be in darkness. Panic. Fear. Flashbacks. Fire. Smoke. Burning. He breaks. Quits. Moves. Pittsburgh. Works steel mill. Above ground. In light. In air. Can breathe. Can function. Can survive. He marries. 1947 Mary. Nurse. She understands. Scars. Nightmares. Trauma. She does not fix. Just loves. Accepts. Waits. They have children. 3. 2 boys. 1 girl. Good kids. Normal kids. American kids. He tells them stories. Some. Not worst. Not fire. Not burning. Just war. Just duty. Just sacrifice. They listen. Understand. Honor. In 1984, 40 years after, James is invited. Reunion. 38th Fighter Squadron. Veterans. Old men now. 60s. 70s. They gather. Tell stories. Remember friends. Remember war. Remember youth. Davidson is there. The man James saved. Now 61. Retired teacher. He approaches. Embraces. Says, Jimmy, I never thanked you. Properly. You saved my life. Flew with burning wing. Nearly died. For me, James says would do again. For any of you. For all of you. Brotherhood. Davidson nods. Weeps. Says, I name my son after you. James Davidson Kunkel Murphy. He is 38 now. Doctor. Good man. Because you gave me life. Gave me future. Gave me everything. Thank you. James weeps too. Says you earned it. You would have done same. Davidson says yes. I would. We all would. That is who we are. That is what we do. Brothers. Forever. James dies in 2003. 81 years old. Heart failure. Quick. Peaceful. Earned. His funeral is large. Family. Friends. Veterans. Squadron. Old men. Uniforms. Medals. Flags. They speak. Tell stories. About day. About burning wing. About sacrifice. About heroism. About man who refused to quit. Who refused to bail. Who refused to abandon brothers. Even when dying. Even when burning. Even when all hope gone. Davidson speaks. Voice strong. Clear. Grateful. Says James Kunkel flew with burning wing. And still completed mission. Saved me. Saved us all. Proved that courage is not absence of fear. Is acting despite fear. That heroism is not seeking glory. Is doing what must be done. That brotherhood is stronger than death. Than fire. Than everything. We owe him. We remember him. We honor him. Forever. They salute. Old hands. Stiff joints. Perfect salutes. For brother. For hero. For James. He is buried. Military honors. Flag. 21 gun salute. Taps. The sad. Beautiful. Final song. Goodbye, soldier. Rest well. Duty complete. And at squadron reunion. Every year. They toast. Empty chair. For James. For others lost. For all who served. They say simple words. Ancient words. Eternal words. To absent companions. To fallen brothers. To burning wings that flew anyway. To missions completed despite everything. To courage that endures. To sacrifice that matters. To brotherhood that survives. Forever. Always. Until last veteran joins them. Until last memory fades. Until last story told. Then forever in history. In records. In hearts. The pilot who flew with burning wing. And still completed mission. And proved that sometimes, when everything burns, when death is certain, when all hope is gone, courage remains, duty remains, love remains, and that is enough, always enough, forever enough.